Moving on to other stories now. South Sudan becomes the second country to benefit from a planned inland container depot in Naivasha, where President Uhuru Kenyatta says Kenya will reserve 10 acres for South Sudan.
President Uhuru Kenyatta spoke at State House when he received his South Sudan counterpart, President Salva Kiir, who is in the country for a 2-day state visit.
The 21-gun salute at State House Nairobi highlighted the elaborate reception of South Sudan President Salva Kiir for his 2-day state visit in the country. The two heads of state held a 2-hour bilateral meeting before a joint press briefing. It's here that South Sudan became the second country to benefit from Kenya's generosity after Uganda, following a directive by President Uhuru Kenyatta to allocate South Sudan a piece of land at the planned Naivasha Inland Depot.
To ease the movement of goods consigned to South Sudan, the Kenya government has responded to the request of South Sudan to set aside 10 acres of land at the inland container depot in Naivasha Industrial Park for use as a dry port by the government of South Sudan.
Since joining the East Africa Community Bloc in April 2016, South Sudan has been keen to improve relations with its counterparts. President Uhuru Kenyatta announcing that Kenya will host a trade expo in South Sudan to deepen economic ties between the two countries.
Kenya proposes to host a Kenya Trade Expo in South Sudan in November of this year. The expo, we believe, will reignite our trade and commerce cooperation and send a very powerful signal that indeed South Sudan is open for business.
Border insecurity as well as cattle rustling at the Turkana and South Sudan border has been a major concern for the two countries, and the two leaders agreed on a framework to resolve cross-border disputes.
We have also reflected on security challenges facing our region and agreed to intensify joint efforts to address any threat posed by terrorism and transboundary organized crimes.
President Uhuru Kenyatta also reaffirmed Kenya's commitment towards finding a lasting solution to the instability in South Sudan, Africa's youngest state that has been in war since 2013.
I urge the international community, led by the United Nations and the Troika of the United States, United Kingdom and Italy, to engage strongly in support of the people of the South Sudan as well as her government.
And in this connection, South Sudan has registered once again its profound gratitude to the government and people of Kenya for the sustained support to peace efforts in South Sudan.
Jeff Kirui, KTN News.